Hello there, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to lessons. We're already at lesson 35 of 40. Yay! It is 6 days to my 40th. And if you're new here, what I have been doing is I have been sharing lessons from my personal experience in the days leading up to my 40th. And for today, we've got lesson 35. If this sounds interesting to you, why don't you stick with me throughout this episode? And at the end, I have linked a playlist that's got all the other lessons, all the 34 lessons that I've shared so far. You may want to give them a lesson. Don't worry, that's short and sweet, just like this one. All right, let's get into lesson 4 today. Lesson 35, and that is comparison kills contentment and steals joy. I mean, if you haven't, I certainly have been there, scrolling through social media, looking at the success of others, the perfect lives they seem to be living, and feeling that creeping sense of dissatisfaction. Well, thank God for growth. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that everyone else's life is better than yours or everyone else is ahead of you, and that we're somehow falling behind, or that we need to be just like somebody else to be successful. But let me tell you this, your story is not a duplicate of anyone else's. Your journey is uniquely yours, and that's something to embrace and not escape. Galatians 6:4 tells us, each one should test their own actions, then they can take pride in themselves without comparing themselves to someone else. Comparison makes us look at the lives and achievements of others and say, I need to be like them, or I'm not as far along as they are. But here's the truth. Comparison doesn't serve you. It doesn't push you towards growth. Instead, it drags you into the cycle of dissatisfaction, envy, and a sense of inadequacy. You were designed differently. Let me say that again. You were designed, crafted, and scripted differently. Your path, your experiences, your calling, they are all part of the masterpiece that's your life. And when we compare ourselves to others, we forget the truth that we are each uniquely made. And I'm telling you this, it's freeing when you truly believe that. It frees you from the burden of comparing yourselves to other people. You do not need to be anyone else but yourself. The very fact that you're different means that there's something special about you, something only you can offer the world. So why do we compare? Why do we fall into this trap? It's because we often don't know who we are or whose we are. We sometimes forget that we're created in the very image of God and that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. You can find that scripture in Psalm 139 and verse 14. We all have a unique role to play in this world, and no one else can take our place. See, comparison is a thief of joy because it makes you think you're incomplete or lacking. But your story isn't complete yet, Your story is ongoing, it's unfolding, it's uniquely yours. So instead of focusing on what others have, I want you to ask yourself, am I staying true to my calling? Am I growing where God has planted me? Am I taking pride in the work that I'm doing without measuring it against someone else's success? See, success isn't about keeping up with others. It's about being faithful with what you've been given and making progress in your own unique journey. When you live in comparison, you diminish your own light. But when you embrace your own story, you walk your own path, you let your light shine in its fullness. You give your light permission to shine in its fullness. So here's your challenge for today. Stop measuring your journey by someone else's yardstick. Ask yourself, what am I truly called to do? And then commit to doing that, regardless of how anyone else's life looks like. Okay? Remember, comparison steals contentment because it distracts you from your own blessings. It robs you of joy because it makes you think you should be living someone else's life instead of your own. And so let's choose today to honor our own story, our own calling, and our own unique journey. Don't look to the left or the right without looking within. Focus on looking within and be content with the path that you're walking because it is your very own. Own it. And it's exactly where you're meant to be. So stay focused, stay on your path, embrace your own unique journey, and walk in the fullness of your own calling. I hope this has helped you today. Go ahead and give this episode a like so other people can hear this and receive the freedom that comes with it. Go ahead and share it, like it, share it if you haven't already. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed to the channel, let me encourage you to go ahead and do so. Okay, it would help the algorithm push this to others, and you could go ahead and click the notification bell beside the subscribe button. That tells you whenever I put out the next lesson or whenever I put out any resource at all. And to my faithful returning subscribers, thank you so much. You've really helped me in this journey. You've encouraged me with your likes, your shares, your engagement, your comments. Thank you so much. Until I come your way again tomorrow with lesson 36, have an amazing day or night, whatever time it is that you're listening to this. Bye for now.